I'm here with Lana Wood, beautiful lady. You're known for many things. Natalie Wood's sister. You're an actress. You're an author. You wrote the book Natalia, a memoir by her sister. I'm a sister. I love sisters, so I totally get it. I'm an older sister though. You're the younger sister.
Yes, yes.
But your career in westerns is pretty impressive too. You've done a whole lot of westerns. Now let me see. Okay, you have done Driftwood. You were an infant. That was like one of your first, right? You don't remember that one. But you were also in the 50s. Have Gun Will Travel, The Real McCoys, and then you were in the amazing John Wayne film, The Searchers. And you played your sister, Natalie Woods. You played her.
Yes.
Younger self.
She played me when I grew up. Yeah.
So first of all, what was that like in the 50s as a child and in those amazing westerns that we just don't have anymore? And then also working with your sister, what was that like?
Well, I'd always been on sets, and it's just what the family did, so I didn't really think anything of it, except this time I was in front of the camera as well. It was lovely. It was a terrific experience. Everybody was really, really kind to me. Jeffrey Hunter used to get down on the ground to speak to me and didn't just ask me silly things, but honestly cared about how I was feeling. Did I need help with lines? Is there something that anybody could do? Just an incredible man. John Wayne used to pass me little Allenberries, pastilles every day, little candies. Everybody was really sweet. It was fun.
Now, your sister, you've been such an advocate for keeping. She's still known by everyone in every generation to this day. My business partner and my best friend is Morgan Brittany, who was in the film Gypsy with Natalie Wood, and everybody knows her name, and you have kept her name alive.
Good.
And
good. I need to. Yeah.
In the best ways. And it's
yes.
beautiful. I wanted to ask, where am I? So your career spans since as a child star for many decades, starting. And it's amazing, and you're still working all the time.
Working, yeah, it's fun. Yeah. It really is. It's nice. I've I think enjoyed it certainly as much, if not more, now than I did before.
Well, one of the movies this is cool too. Wow. You were also a big major soap star.
Oh, Capitol,
yeah. Yeah, on Capitol, but also Peyton Place.
Oh,
and that was back in the day when that was a soap opera that the whole world stopped. And I had a babysitter named Mrs. Butts. That was her real name, Mrs. Butts. But it was her real name. And everything stopped. Every kid, we all had to line up on the couch and wait while that show was on.
Yeah.
What was it like being a soap star back then?
It was work. It was a lot of work, but it was.
But going into a grocery store.
Oh, I didn't really do that a lot. I went to a ball game one time, and I had a whole section going Sandy, and I'm like, what? Who are they yelling at? Oh, that's right, Sandy Weber. Sorry, I forgot for a while there. But it was enjoyable. We were very bad, bunch of spoiled young people with too much time on their hands. So we got into a lot of mischief on the set, but it was. Terrific show, beautifully written, beautifully produced, and we had some really wonderful directors, so it was enjoyable.
And this is and the Wild Wild West. That was another one, and Robert Conrad was so beautiful. He's almost as beautiful as you are. And it's like, what was he like in real life?
He was a family friend, so I knew him obviously before I went on the show, and he was just very professional and very very kind, and we had a lot of fun doing. Wild Wild West was fun because it wasn't all that serious, so we were able to have a good time. So yeah, I adored doing Wild Wild West. It's one of my favorite shows that I did.
That was such a fun fun show to watch.
Yeah,
I mean, it still is. It's just classic. It's one of those that just never gets. Okay, and now I'm heading into. Oh my gosh, this is the part that I'm sitting here just geeking out right now, and Lisa knows this. Almost every one of my passwords, now y'all know, has 007 in it. I mean,
on what devices? Because you may as well go,
pretty much all of them.
Okay, I'll remember that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I mean, diamonds are forever. This is Plenty O'Toole. I mean, I'm just with Sean Connery. So I already asked Ron Masak today what Davy Jones smelled like. He didn't answer me, but what was Sean Connery like? What was it like? Tell me every single thing you can remember about it. What did he smell like?
I knew Sean before we went to work there again. He was friends with my boyfriend at the time, so we used to go over to his house when he was married to Diane Cilento. And we would go and have dinner with him and hang out. So I knew him, and I was delighted because I knew that walking in on the set, I had one friend there. So I was glad. And I adore Sean. I always have. I just adore him. I think he's terrific. With Sean, what you see is what you get. He does not pretend to be something that he's not. So you can accept him for what he is, or not. And that's fine with him, too.
So being a Bond girl, I mean, that's something that you are for the rest of your life.
Yes, who knew? I had no idea. They were making a little intro at the Academy Awards one year and using clips from the Bond films. And they asked me to say a few words, and I said if I had known that this would follow me for the rest of my life, I would have tried harder. But I don't think they got the joke. They were like, oh. I'm like, oh dear. Okay. Wrong time to do a joke. But yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, between that and The Searchers, you can't really ask for anything more. Although I did work with some wonderful people. I really did. Jack Lemmon has been my dad. Walter Matthau was my dad. Charlton Heston. Howard O'Keefe, just a lot of people, and it was lovely. It makes you feel very family, very sort of taken care of, which is good.
You have to understand. I mean, this particular festival this year, it's like Hollywood royalty for so many of us that grew up watching the movies and care so deeply about this with our friend Chris Mitchum with Robert, and then Patrick Wayne with John, and then you with your sister, but then just you're Plenty O'Toole. And I mean, it's just in general, but I mean, all of us that grow up, like I grew up in East Texas in a little town called Hugh Springs.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, the movies meant everything to us, and so you just have to understand. And I know that that's like you talking about Sean Connery. Oh, he was a family friend. It's like I'm sitting over here just like, but that's very cool to regular folks.
No, I understand. I do. Well, they're all regular folks. I'm a regular folk, too. It's just I do something else for a living. But no, it is. It's cool thinking back on it. It really is.
And so your life right now, what are you working on now? Because you're still doing stuff all the time. Yeah. You are.
Yeah, it's terrific. A company found me about 5 years ago and said, would I do this Christian film? And they sent me the script, and they said, Book of Ruth. I'm like, Book of Ruth, I'm there. So I went back and did that, and then that sort of was an offshoot for a variety of other films that I've done. Worked a lot for DJ Perry, who is terrific and makes great stuff. I'm really happy about that association as well. And I don't know, I'm enjoying it. I'm just really enjoying it. That I can work now is great.
Lana Wood, Hollywood royalty, Plenty O'Toole, and much, much more. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's a pleasure for me as well. Thank you.